that was the third lesson of Module 3 of Metal Guitar Apprentice. Folks, it is officially released. It's out there now. My new beginner's metal guitar course called Metal Guitar Apprentice. Now, this is indeed for beginners. If you're just starting out and you want to play metal guitar, this is for you. Or maybe you've been playing a while, but you've never really gotten into playing heavy metal styles of music and you want to get into that. Well, this will be the perfect introduction into metal music. There's a link in the description of this video. If you want to get started, you can head over there now, but I wanted to make this video just to tell you a little bit more about the course and who it's for, which we kind of covered that already, but what you can expect out of this course. Of course, you'll start out with an introduction, but the reason I bring that up is because I actually cover a lot of ground. I have you cover quite a bit of ground in the introduction series of videos before you even get started in what I call the meat and potatoes, the actual lessons that you're going to go through. The reason why I do this is because I want to mentally prepare you for one, and that's actually the final video. There's 4 videos in the intro. I want to mentally prepare you for what is to come. Now, the things that I cover in that lesson are things that you can carry over to every aspect of life to be successful. So I'm really excited for you to go through that. And the reason I'm harping on this is because I really, don't skip that video. If you buy the course, do not skip that 4th video in the intro, the mindset for a metal guitarist. I also cover things like recommended gear. Now, you don't have to go out and buy a new guitar amp. Of course, we all want to do that because, we're kind of all gear junkies, right? But I actually give you some time-saving tips and money-saving tips in that video, okay? So, again, this is all to prepare you. There's some other things I talk about. Tell you a little bit about me as well. Of course, a lot of you guys already know me on YouTube here, but hey, it's still an interesting video. But again, we go through all this stuff to prepare you before we even get into the meat and potatoes. Now I'm kind of hungry. All right, so Module 1, let's go through this real quick, okay? Module 1, I cover the core basics, the core foundations and fundamentals of playing metal guitar. So again, this is for beginners, okay? So I start you from scratch, telling you how to play power chords. What are power chords? What are the notes that make those up? I also show you in this Module 1, I also show you a very simple way to learn the notes on your fretboard with power chords. It's pretty cool because a lot of you have asked me before. It's like, I have trouble memorizing all those notes on the fretboard. Well, I show you a way to do that with power chords, a pretty simple way to do that, and I think you'll appreciate that part. But I also go through the techniques like palm muting, the alternate picking, the downstrokes. We go through single note riffs, and I give you some exercises to practice as you're watching the video. Now, everything comes with guitar tabs. I also give you the file for Guitar Pro if you use that software. You don't have to have it for this course, but I know a lot of you have that, so I figured, hey, I'm making the tabs in there. I might as well give you that file just in case you do have it. Now, in Module 2 and thereafter, you're going to start applying those fundamentals to actual pieces of music. And in Module 2, I start you out with just some simple progressions, and these are pretty cool progressions. You'll have a good time playing these progressions here because they're pure metal progressions and they're based on power chords. Of course, you're going to be playing downstrokes. That final lesson, you'll do the alternate picking. I kind of saved that towards the end. What I do here is I take you through a natural progression, okay? Each lesson is going to push you just a little further, okay? Again, this is for complete beginners for metal guitar. So I want to start you out small and just allow you to build up to that next level. It's going to be a very natural progression that you're going to go through. And this is a problem that a lot of beginner guitar players have. We want to jump right in and learn our favorite metal songs. And a lot of times, well, it's a little too complex. We forget to learn the very basics and to take those micro steps to get up to that level. So we never get there because of that. So I don't want you to miss any of these steps, and I want you to go through this process. So from Module 2, we go into Module 3. Here, we take it to the next level a little bit by adding some single note riffs with some more progressions. And this is where you start kind of tying the different pieces of music together. So those are going to be really fun lessons. And of course, the last lesson in that module there, you're going to merge from downstrokes to alternate picking. You're going to be playing downstrokes throughout most of the course, but I do integrate the alternate picking in there because I want you to grasp that as well. However, for beginners, I want you to play both, but you're probably going to focus the majority of your playing on your downstrokes. And then of course, integrate that alternate picking in there some as well. In Module 4, we take it up a notch. We get pushed a little bit further. I'm going to push you here, okay? We start playing what I call extended riffs. And this is where I have you playing really actual, complete pieces of music. Here's the thing, I don't want you just to learn the methods and the techniques or learn a riff or a progression. I want you to quickly get to the point where you can play songs. And this is where you start to get into that point, okay? Because you're going to be playing pieces of music that combine what could be like a verse and a chorus or a chorus and bridge. It's going to be two pieces of music combined. And it'll be a mixture of the power chord progressions and the single note riffs. And of course, that final lesson, I'll have you merge into alternate picking. So that will get a little bit more challenging there. When you get to the 5th module of this course, what I have you do now is learn what I call next level metal guitar techniques. This is where I'm going to show you how to expand further on things like power chords, and this is probably the culprit of metal music anyway, learning the different types of power chords. You're not going to be just playing regular power chords. I'm going to show you variations of power chords in this lesson here, or in this module. And then we'll also move into how to integrate things like hammer-ons and pull-offs into some of those riffs. You'll be playing some single note riffs, of course. I teach you the galloping technique. I go over that with you, so that's going to be a lot of fun to learn. And there's a lot of just kind of that next step, that next natural step that you're going to go through in that module. Now, you will get backing tracks as well. I forgot to tell you this earlier. The course does come with backing tracks for modules 2 through 5. You get the complete backing track with a full mix. These are about a minute, give or take, long. You also get the backing track with just the bass and the drums, because I want you to learn these, right? I want you to learn these and play along with them, but I also want you to then play with just the bass and drums, because that's really going to challenge you. And here's the thing I want to say real quick, and I kind of cover this in the course. Well, I cover it several times. I want you to focus on your own style. I want you to learn these riffs and these progressions that I'm sharing with you, but I truly want you to expand on your own beyond that, meaning once you learn what I'm sharing with you, I want you to take it to that next level and maybe add your own flavor to it. That might mean adding another chord, another note, another series of notes. It might mean taking away a chord or taking away some notes and maybe even simplifying it, because that might sound cooler to you. So I encourage you to do that. You know, a lot of guitar teachers are like, play it just like I tell you to play it and play these notes. Yeah, I want you to do that, but I don't want you to stop there. I want you to expand beyond that, because you are developing your own style. This is part of what I harp on, even as a beginner, okay? The beginners, yeah, you got to learn the basics, the foundation of playing metal guitar, and we do that. I cover that, okay? But as you're going through the lessons I'm giving you, I truly want you to expand beyond that as well on your own. And always up here, just have this in your head that I am developing my own style. I'm not trying to sound like Jason or Joe Satriani or Malmsteen or anybody else. You're not trying to play or sound like anybody except for you. So with that said, I kind of step into some songwriting towards the end here. You get 2 bonus modules with the course, and these are like mini courses on their own, but I give them to you free in Metal Guitar Apprentice. So the first bonus module, we do get into writing your first riff. I show you how to do that, the things to consider when writing your own riff, and I also show you a very easy way to determine what chords and notes naturally fit with certain keys. Okay, I'll show you how to determine that. There's a real cool, well, I won't get into it. You'll just have to get into the course. you will appreciate that bonus in itself, okay? Bonus number 2, I show you how to set up your home recording studio. I know there are a lot of frustrations that come with that. I remember, when I first started my home studio, it's like, oh my gosh, this is overwhelming. So I take the overwhelm away from it. Actually, this entire course, I take out any overwhelm that you've ever felt as a beginner. I take that away because I take you through a gradual process of, consistent progression throughout the course. So anyway, back to bonus 2, the home studio setup. So I take you through the basic setup, okay? And you'll get money-saving tips in this as well. You don't always have to get the latest and greatest. Let's just leave it at that, right? But I show you how to set that studio up, show you the basic connections. give you some little tips, some little things you'll probably run into, that these tips that will alleviate that frustration as well. And then I actually show you how to use plugins, how to integrate amp sims and plugins, and we go through recording a full mixed track, just a short piece of music with guitars, bass, and drums. I'll show you how to integrate all of this towards the end of that bonus module. So yeah, those are your 2 bonus modules that, again, they come with the course completely free. And of course, after that, I share what the next step, what the next natural step for you is to continue progressing as a metal guitar player. So yeah, guys, I just want to come on and say, hey, it is out there, because I know a lot of you have been waiting for this course. Even a lot of you who have purchased my intermediate guitar course, Metal Riff Master, I know a lot of you want to kind of revisit those basics. So this is out here now, Metal Guitar Apprentice. Again, that link is in the description of this video. When you click on that link, you'll see another video similar to this one. I'm telling you about the course. So if you want to skip that and just go to the Buy Now button on there, that's fine. Again, because I'm just covering what's in the course and what you can expect and that sort of thing. But yeah, again, that link is in the description of this video. I want to thank you guys so much for all your support. Now that this course is done, because I've been working like 12 and 13-hour days for the past few weeks making this course, but now this course is done, I'm going to start cranking out more YouTube content for you, so stay tuned for that. Guys, of course, leave any questions you have in the comments. If you have questions about the course, I'm happy to answer those. Now, real quick, if you're watching this video on the day that I released it, I will be going live tonight, so stay tuned for that, and I'll be answering any questions on that as well. So guys, thank you once again for all the support. Remember that link to Metal Guitar Apprentice is in the description of this video. I will see you guys and talk to you guys again very soon. As always, keep it metal.